Happy Halloween! Yay! I'm back! It's been so long. I am so sorry. I've just been really busy. Just super busy with life and school and sorority. Repeat. School, sorority, repeat. So there's a couple of reasons why I haven't made a video. Busyness, and also it's because I've been on a stall for a really long time. You know, I constantly would go on the scale and it was just like 170, and then the point ounces would like vary, but 170 was like the main number. And it was kind of discouraging, and I didn't really have anything to talk about, so those are three things why I kind of prolonged this video. But I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. Lizzie's back. Tell a friend. So yeah, I'm back. Also, because I look really cute, and I just dyed my hair. I got lime crime hair dye for my birthday, and it's vegan and it's cruelty free, and it was $13 for a jar, and I only used like a fourth of it, but my hair is thin and it was pretty light too. I hadn't dyed it in a while, but anyways, so that's new. So I didn't really know what to talk about, especially since I had that stall. But I've been thinking about things. Oh my god, she's a kitty cat too. But I'm a black cat. I'm in the parking lot of Starbucks because that's how I roll. Anyways, I was thinking about how I didn't really have anything to talk about, and then I realized I do. Because I'm busy. And that's something I would have never been overweight. Like, being overweight, I did not want to do anything. It like took so much energy to do something. And so I'm proud to say I am busy. And I think that's a testament to the after effects of this gastric sleeve. I have an appointment with my surgeon this Friday, actually. It's Tuesday, Halloween 2017, if I look back and I want to know, like, what Halloween is that? And I just got my blood work done, and I don't like blood work at all. Like, I will faint and get lightheaded, and I did it, and it was pretty good. So I was excited about that. Something I've also been thinking about is how confident I am and how my confidence feels real. Excuse me, I burp. You know, I used to take myself out on dates. I used to really try really hard to focus on loving myself. And I think I've said this before, but it was hard for me. I loved my personality and I didn't love my body. And I was confident in my personality alone. But I still had a lot of mixed feelings, a lot of just emotions, especially because my personality was in a body that I didn't like, if that makes any sense. So now that I have a body that fits my personality, that not fits my personality, but I'm comfortable in, I am a lot more confident, and that's something I kind of knew was gonna happen, but I didn't really know how it was gonna happen. and reflecting on it, I think I'm doing a pretty good job on explaining it, and also to myself, as like a lesson in total of this sleeve, because a lot of things you learn about yourself, a lot of new insecurities, a lot of just different things that you're like, oh, that's a surprise, because the side effects of a gastric sleeve are like small and vary from person to person, especially in the aspects that you can't measure, really. So my confidence is something that I didn't really think would get more, would get higher, but makes sense now that it does. So that being said, I've been able to feel more comfortable in experiencing new things. Last year, when I was overweight, I always told myself to try. Last year or 2 years ago was the beginning of I would try everything once mentality. I tried escargot, that was one thing, and then I tried pig tongue, and never again. But still, I would try everything once, and then I went to Europe, and so I also had that mentality. I would try everything once. And so I've been able to try things and not feel dread and not feel like my body would hold me back. I don't know if you guys know, I've said this before, I'm a singer in a band, and I am a lot more confident now than I've ever been. Like, it's one thing, like, people would tell me, you have a really good voice, and part of me is like, oh, thank you, but I feel like I always had this voice in my head saying, like, you might have a really good voice, but your body doesn't match it. And I feel like that's always held me back. And this is going to be a long video, because I'm going to get real with you. I would try out for musicals and try out for acting, and I auditioned for The Voice, and I tried to do these things out of my comfort zone, and I just always was so nervous, like in the pit of my stomach. I would think, and I would blame how I looked for not getting things. And I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like when you lose this weight, you lose a lot of that negative emotions, especially when you think that your weight is going to hold you back on something. I think it shows, especially in my performance. Like, I would sing, but I was always aware of how I looked, and I always wanted to look really good, because if I sing and I don't look good, like, that's gross. I'm rambling, but yeah, so because of this newfound confidence and me getting out of that feeling that my stomach is holding me back, my pounds are holding me back, I auditioned for the national anthem for my school, and I am going to be performing the national anthem for my basketball game, the very first home basketball game, mind you, so it's a huge deal, and we're pretty badass at basketball. We're California State University of Bakersfield. We almost went to championships. We almost won. So, I'm nervous, and I'm blessed, and so my image is the last thing I'm worried about now, and that's a huge relief, like huge. So that's something. And also, I sent a video to The Voice, and I felt like I was super confident. And I did it to where I did one take and that's it. Like, I made sure I sounded good, but in the about me portion, I just did one take and just left it at that. So normally I would go back and make sure I look good and make sure there's no bad angles, but I don't care anymore because, yeah, I don't care anymore. So this is a really long video. I'm sorry. So boring. But again, it's really mostly for me, so I can't wait to look back at them. I kind of did, and I took like still frames of me talking, and it's nuts to see the progression. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully I will be back next month, but I'm not gonna promise anything. I will for sure be back December though, because that's when I got my surgery. So peace, love, and I love you guys, and yeah, bye.